Today we are doing, I believe, 1993 movie, Jurassic Park. Nathan, go ahead and give us a quick rundown of what the movie is about.
Okay, this is my off the top of my head plot summary. An old man with lots of money got tired of making flea circuses, so he decides to build a dinosaur park and invite a bunch of archaeologists and scientists and a blood-sucking lawyer and some really annoying kids and gets them all together to give them a preview of the dinosaur park. But Newman steals the dinosaur DNA and then is killed by a bird-like dinosaur. And then the T-Rex comes out and eats some people using a porta potty. And then most of the main characters escape.
You spared no
with the
expense.
dinosaurs. Yes, the dinosaurs are left on the island all alone, ruling it.
That was better than Michael Crichton's book. So you can skip the book and movie, just listen to that, and you know what's going on. All right, so we're going to hit some spiritual points in this. Drew, you want to start us off?
Sure.
Drew's going to start us off in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so I think one of the major themes in this movie is the idea that Dr. Hammond and his team of scientists are, as Jeff Goldblum's character says, you're playing God. And that's manipulating this genetics and these DNAs to bring back creatures and animals that have gone extinct a long time ago. And there's a reason that they went extinct. So it's not man's place to bring them back. And he touches on that a whole bunch in this movie about, the idea of, we're doing something that we shouldn't be doing, that we have no business doing, and it's only going to end in disaster if we continue to do this. It's like you're not really thinking this through the way you should. And I think he looks at, Hammond and the scientists as just being very reckless with what they're doing. They think they're doing something really cool, but in reality, they're kind of crossing a line. And I think he says at one point, dinosaurs had their chance. It's not like humans made them go extinct. They went extinct for a reason. I think that's like a very, very big point. And I think it's a good point. That's the one I got. Yeah.
I can see that. Nathan, what do you think?
So I'm going to play devil's advocate here because I realized the movie and Michael Crichton with his book were trying to get us to pick between those two extremes, right? To manipulate genetics or not, because Michael Crichton was trying to warn people against the dangers of genetic manipulation. But I was thinking about this and I thought, well, isn't there kind of a middle ground there? Like, can't we use genetic manipulation to do some good things, but it could also be used for bad too, right? So what is a good use of genetic manipulation? Like if the bald eagle went extinct, wouldn't it be okay to bring that back? So for me, I was thinking there are definitely stupid decisions. Like if you brought something back that was more dangerous than animals that we know how to handle, right? So if you were going to bring back a pterodactyl that could leave your island and go somewhere else, well, that might be a bad idea. Or bring back a T-Rex. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. But is there some kind of dinosaur that is harmless or more containable that you could bring back just because? I mean, I feel like the reason like God let us discover genetics and DNA and learn how to do stuff like this was so we could explore and do something with it. But we still have to take that power responsibly, right? So I don't know. What do you think? I mean, is there a reasonable or responsible way that John could have made his park?
I don't know. I kind of I lean towards Drew a little bit on this because, and again, even if we caused the bald eagle to go extinct, they couldn't hang with us. And I don't want anything to go extinct. I'm not saying, good for us, we took out the bald eagle, by no means. But it tried to exist. God gave it a chance, and it couldn't in a world that we have now taken over. And we would love for it to stick around, but we have to build stuff. We need wood to do that. We need, and now, I mean, we're getting better at it a little bit, but I think if we're really looking at something like that, that's where it just gets, where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
So
And
you're
I don't think
uncomfortable
there's going to
with
be,
that.
yeah. And two, I don't think you could ever do anything like a dinosaur park, even the gentle ones, because the whole theme of the movie, nature will find a way. And, so sooner or later, and it probably be hundreds of years down the line, but one of those simple dinosaurs will be like, hey, what's this wet stuff? Ooh, there's things in there to eat. I'm going down there. And it's like, oh, hey, I can swim. And so now I'm going to swim and eat things. And ooh, I like this meat. So I need to find more meat and find bigger things to eat. And then he tells his friends, and now they're all jumping in the water eating all the fish, but they have to go out deeper so they can find bigger fish. And all of a sudden they find the next island that has people on it. And it's like, what do those things taste like?
Or mess up the balance of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah. I mean, you make a point with like Doug said with like the bald eagles, but I think I'm a little bit more on the, if we cause the extinction of bald eagles because we cut down their habitat, then in that case, I might be okay with them. Like, yeah, if you can revive and get a population going again, okay. But even then, it's still, we don't know how. We're not creators like that. We could really mess that up, and next thing you know, the bald eagle comes out with laser eyes or something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, like, we don't know what we're doing. We could yeah, it's an eagle, but this eagle flies faster, it is stronger, and it's smarter. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think when it comes to that stuff, like if you want to make an organ to give to somebody who needs a transplant, fantastic. But I don't think we should be bringing back long extinct animals. Like even a woolly mammoth. We don't need a woolly mammoth running around. We don't need them.
In your defense, I cannot think of a harmless small dinosaur that, wouldn't, even those the dinosaur that attacks Newman, it's small, but it's still really...
It's got poison.
Vicious. Yeah,
tar that it shoots on you.
The only harmless ones are humongous, and I wouldn't want to tick them off.
No. Imagine just waking up and having a brontosaurus walking through your backyard like it's a squirrel. Brontosaurus crossing. Watch out. Mm-hmm. One of those things crossing the road.
Okay.
It's just a bad idea all around.
Well, Doug, you go before we run out of time.
We're doing all right on time. I think one thing that caught me, and I know we talked a little bit about, you do see a lot of the sins pop up.
The 7 deadly sins?
Some of them, you've got the pride where the hunter believes he can take out a group of raptors. Then you got the greed. I'm going to play God and everything like that. So there's a good handful of little things with that. I mean, any other sins? I can't even name all 7.
Well, there's Newman. I guess that was greed.
Greed.
I keep calling him Newman, but I don't know what his name was in the movie.
I can't think of his real name.
Newman. I don't
Newman
know
works.
Everyone knows who Newman is
from Seinfeld.
Yep. I didn't even watch the show. I know. You got you said you got the greed. You've got, is arrogance one of them? Pride.
Pride.
I mean, Hammond is pretty proud of what he's created.
Do you think that he had bad intent, or do you think, like, was he doing this to make money? Or was he doing this because he thought it was amazing and loved dinosaurs?
I think he was doing it just because he could. Like, look what I did.
Mm-hmm. I think he had his kids in mind. That's why he brought them, or his grandkids.
Yeah. I think he overall I don't think he had ill intentions, but I think part of it was just a big pat on the back for him. Like, look what I created. Look what I did.
But a big one I kind of saw in the movie was, one of the more popular scenes, if not the most popular scene, where they see the dinosaurs for the first time. They turn, they're like, oh, and he turns her head and everything. What I kind of saw there was almost the surrender to, okay, I realize how big or how strong either nature or God is. Because up until that second, if that were in reality, the biggest thing they'd seen alive was probably a whale. And now they're looking at a brontosaurus that's 3 times the size of that whale, and it's just amazing. And it's them realizing how small and insignificant they can be, because there are these monsters that were created by God, and how powerful God can be. And I thought that was kind of a cool scene, and to feel that.
I can't imagine what that would be like. It's like, I take my kids to the zoo and we see elephants, and you're looking, I was like, man, it's just a big animal. And then I've stopped to think about it too. Like, what if there was a dinosaur standing there? Or like when you're at a museum and you see the skeletons of these dinosaurs and how big they are, and you try to picture in your mind what it looked like with skin or whatever and moving. And it's so hard to imagine something that big, just roaming free range.
And it's amazing how powerful, and you got to assume it was part of God's plan to take out the dinosaurs, and for monsters that big that controlled the entire world, and now they're just all gone.
Yeah.
To be able to just completely wipe something off the earth, again, whether you want to look at it in a religious way with God or a natural way with Mother Nature, the fact that they can do that, they can just completely make things disappear forever.
Yeah.
I just find that amazing. So
yeah,
I don't know. Anything else?
Yeah, guys. In Sunday school, I learned that Leviathan was a dinosaur, but then later I found out that it's actually a Mesopotamian god. So does that mean in this movie the dinosaurs are ancient gods?
All right, time's up.
Oh, man. I was so interested in that question.
We'll have to answer that on the next one.
Next time we do Jurassic Park on this?
Or, yeah.
Definitely. All right. Had a few points, and I was really looking forward to that Leviathan question, but too bad, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe. If you want us to do a movie, an older movie that you think a lot of people have watched, let us know. If we haven't seen it, we'll watch it. I've probably seen it. But let us know, and we're having fun with this. I think we'll keep doing this a little bit more. So keep an eye out for the next one, all right? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace out.